People don't get it. Unless you're a black girl who's been growing your hair out and who have spent your whole life. I have spent my whole life taking care of my hair and making sure it's clean, combed, styled, right? My entire life. And I've always had long hair. And your hair is not long. Ask another black girl. And I mean dark-skinned black girl like me. Ask her. So it's me being so happy that I've been able to grow my hair this long, but kind of frustrated because when it's curly, it looks shorter. So when I'm pulling it down like that, pulling on my braids like that, it's just like me telling myself, look, Pollyanna, your hair is long. You have to be a black girl to understand. Okay. And I'm still wearing masks because simply I have to stay healthy. So I had a million years ago. I've been married for 27 and a half years. Every marriage has its and downs, and people do a lot of stupid stuff. They do a lot of good stuff too. They learn to know each other, respect one another. They learn to appreciate one another too. And what was I saying? Yeah, I had a boyfriend a million years ago who'd always, I don't even know how to explain. He annoyed the crap out of me. He would, for instance, like I'd be wearing my hair down and I'd hack it on like this one, and he would like zip up my jacket, almost like zipping up my hair with it, which would break the, you know what I mean? It would break hair, destroy it. It was so annoying. I was just thinking about it. That's funny. This person learned languages from me. This person learned how to travel from me, lots of things from me, and then pretended I never taught him anything. But I think it's true of most people. Give credit where it's due for things like that. Oh, look. It's not going to be as bad the rest of the day, is it? But I also, like, I've been with my husband all these years, and we've been through so much that I feel like we can tackle things at this point. I've met a lot of nice people in my life. I've had friends in many different countries, but I have to say that one of my favorite countries to live was New Zealand, and then the USA, and then of course I can't even put Norway in the competition because Norway has been my home for 23 years. No competition for Norway. Anyway, I'm getting on the next bus. See how it goes. I usually hold the phone next to my ear like I'm talking on the phone because it's less awkward when I'm making videos. So I can film without looking like I'm an idiot filming. I think I learned a lesson or two from Joe Swall. Is it Swall or Swole? I have to ask him. I've learned I would never make fun of people on camera like that. I feel like I might have done that like 10, 12 years ago. Especially because my premise was people make fun of me, laugh at me, point at me. So if people do that to me, then I would feel entitled to film them and make fun of them because they're that to me, you know? Now I just feel I'm not going to approach filming and broadcasting my life like that. I'm going to be treating people the way I'd like to be treated, even if they're being a total jerk to me. I want to get on the bus, but the bus driver needs to be in there so he can swipe my card. You need your card. People are like, they need to swipe your card. Yes, you do. Especially in my case, because I asked for a discount. I asked to have some of this money paid back to me, my taxes, for how much I spend, so I have to prove that I was on the bus. So yes, I do need to. Hi. Hello, welcome. Sorry I didn't see you there. I see you there now. Welcome. Are you in Norway? With that name, Ola, I would say that you are. I had many Brazilians with that name, especially because In Portuguese, that would be hola or olá. That would be hola because it doesn't have any marks on it. So hi, Ula. Welcome. I'm just on the bus, trying to get to work. Do you go by Ula Andreas or do you go by just Ula? Probably talking to a person who's no longer in there. The person probably came in, said hello, I didn't answer, so they they left. But anyway, thank you for coming in. I need 4,000 watch hours. I'm not gonna be that ambitious. I just want enough watch hours so I can start monetizing my channels. And I'm not thinking about like thousands, even hundreds. If I make an extra $50 each month, that is already fantastic for me. So if people subscribe, if people watch the content, I'll be able to get a little money. And also, you can sign up for private video calls for tutoring. You can do one a month, $50 a month. Or you can do two, $100 a month, and learn languages. That's what I do. I teach languages and literature for a living. So this week, my best students ever, and all of my students have been fantastic, without exception, here in Norway, but this year I'm teaching literature at a very high level. My students have been exposed to Alice Walker, Emily Dickinson, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and they're now studying the Bronte sisters. It's kind of complicated to navigate through a Bronte novel. Even I get confused sometimes. Like yesterday I was like, so Edgar Linton, Catherine, the first Catherine, Kathy, and then there's the next Catherine, the daughter, and it's the characters. There's so many characters and with similar names. But the pace of the novels are fantastic. So the Bronte sisters, we're studying the three of them. Last week, I had my students watch the movie Wuthering Heights. No, not the version with Juliette Binoche. Am I mispronouncing her name? Maybe. I watched the version myself, and I think we're gonna do a comparison in scenes as we read the novel between that version of the movie and the 1939 version, which is the one that I assigned my students to watch. Juliette is a fantastic actress, don't get me wrong, okay? She's a fantastic actress. She is French, she speaks very good English, but she cannot pass herself off as British, let alone with the dialect that she's supposed to be portraying for that part. So I did not like her as Catherine. She played the two parts. She played Catherine. Let's say Catherine the First and Catherine the Second. She played the mom and the daughter. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna say something about the novel Wuthering Heights right now. If you haven't read it and you wanna watch the movie or read the book, I'm gonna spoil it for you right now. So Catherine dies. Daughter is named after her. So if you look at descriptions of the characters in different articles and papers, essays that have been written about Wuthering Heights, everyone would agree that the description, the physical description of Kathy and Catherine, is that they looked alike, but the first had darker hair and the second one had lighter hair, and they both had delicate features. So I knew what they would be trying to do here with Juliette. I've always called her Juliette Binoche, but I could be wrong about the pronunciation. She is French. I do not speak French. I know, like, I don't know, 150 phrases in French. But I don't claim to speak the language. There is no such thing as I speak a little French, I speak a little German. That doesn't exist. You can know phrases and you can know words, but that doesn't mean that you speak a little. Speaking meaning having a conversation in the language. Anywho, so she is French. I can't pronounce her name perfectly because I don't speak French. Juliette Binoche has been known in Hollywood for como agua para chocolate, or was it chocolate? Chocolat, something like that. I think she was in, I'm gonna bet my left hand on the fact that she was in a very famous Hollywood movie that had chocolate in the title. The movie was released like 30 years ago, so forgive me for not remembering exactly what it's called. And she is in the 1992 version of Wuthering Heights. A lot of people liked her in a way I didn't. There's so many fantastic British actresses they could have hired for that. I like the black and white version of the movie from 1939. When you read the book and you watch the movie, you can make a comparison based on how the scenes are carried out. And more often than not, I'm gonna say that I prefer the book. Wuthering Heights as a novel is a masterpiece of literature, and you have to read it if you're studying to become a teacher. If you teach literature in languages, you have to read those novels. Jane Eyre is so by one of the Bronte sisters. Charlotte wrote Jane Eyre. Emily wrote Wuthering Heights. When I was a little girl, my mom loved watching period pieces. She loved watching those movies on TV. She used to tell me, she would say to me, this is pure culture. Period pieces are good because then you not only can enjoy yourself, but you can also learn. You can learn history, you can learn about the literature, you can learn so much. My mom loved those. Wuthering Heights in Portuguese has been translated to O Morro dos Ventos Uivantes. We watched the movie on TV. I read the book, but it was so long ago that to teach again this year, I decided to reread it. I reread books all the time. I read Paradise by Toni Morrison at least a good 4 or 5 times. So yeah, I've been blessed with a fantastic group of students. They're the creme de la creme, and they're studying literature at a higher level than I could have imagined. Well, I wish I had seen when this person popped in. But if he pops in again, hello, Ula Andreas. And I hope you come back again.